Today we're going to be writing equations in slope-intercept form, which we recall is y equals mx plus b. M stands for our slope, and b stands for our y-intercept. And the y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis. These are going to be two important pieces of information that we need when we are writing our linear equations. The first way we're going to look at is to write equations from a graph. So we have our y equals mx plus b. The two things that we said we need is the m and we need the b. The y-intercept, we want to go to our y-axis and see where is my graph crossing this y-axis. And I can see the graph is crossing my y-axis here. And that is at positive 1. So I know my b value is positive 1. The other thing we need to look for is another perfect point where it's crossing in the x and y to count our slope. Our slope is rise over run, so we are going up 1 and over 1, 2. I can see that my line is increasing from left to right. So because my line is increasing, that means my slope is positive. So it would be positive 1/2, rise over run. So all I'm going to do is take my m and my b and plug it into my equation. So it would say y equals 1/2 x plus 1. Looking at the second one, I'm going to find my two pieces of information that are important to me. One is where my graph is crossing the y-axis, and I can see that it's crossing here. And that is at positive 1 again. Remember, the y-intercept is the b value, so that is at positive 1. My perfect point would be here or up here. Either of those are a perfect point. So if I'm going to count, I'm going down 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see that if I'm reading my graph from left to right, we are decreasing, which means my slope is negative. So we have negative 4 over 5. All we're going to do is plug in our m and plug in our b. So our equation would say y equals negative 4/5 x plus 1. So now if we are going to write our equation given the point and the slope, what they're saying to me is that we have a graph and they're giving me a point 1, -3, and they gave me a slope of 2, so that would go up 2 over 1. So I would have a graph, and I need to write the equation of that line. So the thing that we don't know is our y-intercept, but I know the point and I know the slope, so I'm going to be able to solve for my y-intercept. I know that my slope is m, and anytime we have an ordered pair, it's x, y. So I'm going to use my formula y equals mx plus b, and I'm going to solve for b. All we're going to do is substitute in everything we know. So I have my y value, which is -3, equals my m, which is 2, my x, which is 1, and then the b value we don't know, so it's staying plus b. First thing we have to do is multiply. 2 times 1 is 2, so I'm just going to bring everything else down. We are still solving for b, so I'm going to go to the side that b is on. I have to get rid of that positive 2, so I'm going to use a negative 2. Negative 3, negative 2 gives me negative 5 equals 2 minus 2 was 0, and so then that leaves me with b. Now, remember, when we're plugging in, it's y equals mx plus b. That's what we are substituting into. So that means I need my m and I need my b. So when I put my final answer, those are the two things I need, my m and my b. So then my final answer is going to say y equals 2x minus 5. For the next one, same thing. I have a point and I have a slope. I'm going to plug in all the information I know. My y is negative 2. My m is 3/4. My x is 4. And then I still have plus b. First thing we're going to do is multiply. 3/4 times 4. Now, when you are multiplying fractions, you can go off to the side of your paper. Remember, it's 3/4 times. Whole numbers go over 1. Top times top. Bottom times bottom. And then that simplifies to give me 3. So I would have negative 2 equals 3 plus b. We're still trying to get b by itself, so we're going to subtract 3 from both sides. So we're left with negative 2, negative 3, which gives me negative 5, equals b. Again, we're plugging into y equals mx plus b for our final answer. So we need the m and we need the b. Those are the important pieces of information to plug in. So it's going to say y equals 3/4 x minus 5. Now, if we're given 2 points, that means we just have 2 points on the line. Now we need to find the slope and we need to find the y-intercept. We're going to find the slope first using our slope formula. Labeling our points. First point was x1, y1. Second point is x2, y2. All we do from here is substitute in my y2 value, 5 minus 3 over negative 3 minus 0. Then we'll simplify. 5 minus 3 is 2, and negative 3 minus 0 is negative 3. We cannot simplify that fraction, so now I have my m. Since both points are on the line, I can use either point to write the equation of the line. I'm going to use the first point. It doesn't matter. If we use the second point, we should still be getting the same answer. So I'm going to come over here, and I know that my m is negative 2/3. And then I have my first point, 0, 3, which we know are x and y. So then we're going to substitute into y equals mx plus b. I have my y value of 3. My m is negative 2/3. my x is 0, and then we're still looking for b. Our first step is to multiply. Negative 2/3 times 0. We knew anything times 0 is 0, so that would just leave me with 3 equals 0 plus b. So 3 equals b. And just like we did for every other problem, my final answer, y equals mx plus b. The two things that I need are the m and the b. So then my final answer would say y equals negative 2/3 x plus 3. And for the last two, we're just going to look at two special cases, but it's still the same thing that we were doing because we have 2 points that we're writing the equation for. I have my x1 and I have my y1. I have my x2 and I have my y2. To write the equation of a line from 2 points, the first thing we have to use is our slope formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I have negative 3 minus negative 3. I know that changes to plus plus. So negative 3 plus 3 is 0. And then 5 minus 0 is 5. Anytime 0 is on top of your fraction, your answer is 0. So my slope is 0, which, if you recall, we said a line that has a 0 slope is a horizontal line. Horizontal lines go through the y-axis. A horizontal line passes through the y-axis. So if our line is horizontal, your equation is going to be y is equal to a number, and it's going to be whatever the y value is. I can see that my y values were the same. So that means my line, no matter where it is, it's going to hit negative 3. So the equation of this line would be y equals negative 3. So if I look at the next one, x1, y1, x2, and y2, I'm going to plug it into my slope formula. Negative 5 minus negative 3 over 5 minus 5. My two negatives are changing to pluses, so negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. 5 minus 5 is 0. Anytime 0 is on bottom, our answer is undefined. Now, we know that a vertical line has an undefined slope. Vertical lines pass through the x-axis. So if it is vertical, it's going to be x equals a number. And if I look back at my 2 points, my x values are the same. So my equation is going to be x equals 5.